Alright, welcome back. In the last video, we talked about why networking is important, and in this video we're going to talk about how do we network. So, many of you probably already have a network set up. You have a Facebook page, right? That's a great place to start, a social network. So, post on your social network page that you're looking for a job in a particular city, in a particular field, and see if your friends respond. And what they respond with. I think that's always a great first step. But then, from our social network, where, Heather, would you suggest that we go?
Well, you look at two things. You look at people you already know. And then you look to how you can find new connections. And one of the ways you can find new connections is going right to the industry itself. And this is where I'm going to suggest that you go on an informational interview, or also called a job shadow. Find someone who does what you want to do and ask if you can follow them around for a day and see what that industry is like. As a student, people will be very receptive to this. They were a student once too, they think it's great, you want to learn, it makes you look really good, like an eager, enthusiastic person. And in that day, you're going to meet a bunch of different people in the industry. It's great exposure for you, good chance to build connections. And it's harder to get that kind of information once you've graduated. When you don't have that label of a student.
I also think that it's a great way to find out if this is really the job you want to do. I mean, how awful would it be to go through the whole process and then find out it's not something that interests you at all? So spending a day in the industry, or more than a day, I think is a great way.
Yeah, a minimum day. Of course, in future videos we're going to talk about internships and things like that that are more skill building for helping to improve your skill set, but we're talking about just getting you face-to-face exposure.
Yes.
Let's get you out there with who you can meet.
So other ways that you can network are some professional forums.
Yes.
So as you are a student, oftentimes joining professional groups is less expensive for you. I keep trying to figure out how to slide into the English Teachers of America as a student still.
Oh my
and
gosh,
pay
so
like
cheaper.
1/3 of what they want once you're graduated and a professional, right? So look into it. Just do a quick Google search and see what organizations are out there in the field that you want to be in. Read some of the literature. Join the groups. You get to add them to your resume, for one thing, but you also get to network with people in the field that you want to be in. Other places like this might be LinkedIn. Join with your friends, join with your faculty members, join with family members, join with coworkers, and also on LinkedIn, search for professional associations and groups of people with the same interests as you. I think that these are great ways to expand that network.
Yeah, definitely. And when you're doing this interaction, remember, you have your professional hat on.
Right.
We all act different ways when we're around different people. You talk differently to your friends than you do to your mother, than you do to your instructor. And so you want to have your best professional foot forward. Look the part, speak the part. If you're sending out an email, make sure it's personalized and professional. You don't want it to seem like you're sending out 100 of these to everyone.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with reciprocating.
Yes.
And in fact, I think it's a key part of being part of a network. You're not just gathering information. You work somewhere. You have your own connections. And maybe a job comes up that's not really perfect for you, but you're able from your network to steer someone towards it. And they are going to be very keen on reciprocating back to you then if you've done that. So, look for those opportunities as well.
Yeah. And your friends will appreciate it too, because they'll have new jobs.
That's right. That's right. So I think these are all good things to keep in mind of how we network. Reach out. Talk to people. You have to be able to connect with others. And the more that you can do that, the better your opportunities are of finding a position right where you want to work.
You think we're ready to create a plan?
I think we're ready to create a plan.
All right.